So there are really three things that screw people up in this industry. And if you're struggling, it's going to be one of these three things. It's either your leads, your phone script, or your schedule. So I always start with schedule because to me it was the biggest struggle that I dealt with. I'm not a very organized guy. I'm sort of like, I didn't do good in school because I wasn't on time. I didn't like to sit in my chair because I didn't like to sit anywhere. I don't like being placed at specific times. I'm always very just fly by the seat of my pants. Anybody like that? Okay, there's hope for you. I promise you. But even if you're not fly by the seat of your pants and you're structured, most of y'all aren't as structured as you need to be successful in this business because it's going to take you a minute to figure it out. So this is the schedule I ran for 9 years. I would be in the office Monday morning dialing at 7:30 a.m. What time y'all usually start dialing? 9. I would set 6 or 8 appointments between 7:30 and 9 every day, every dial day. It's the best time in the world to dial. And then we were like, back in the day, we were really tough. If we would start dialing at 7:30, if somebody showed up at the office at 7:32, we'd lock the door and we would make them go home because you're late. And your late's not going to mess up me, and your late's not going to mess up you, so you're either going to quit or you're going to come back and be on time for the rest of the time you're here, right? We've gotten soft. We don't teach people that way anymore. Like in the NFL, they can't even hit in training camp. Like, you can't hit in training camp. I've coached football for 17 years. Dude, my favorite day of football training camp is when the kids start hitting. Because then I figure out what I have. Like, everybody looks great in pads, no contact. Hell, my mom could play football with no contact. My son plays football. At 7U, when the center, like the guy who snaps the ball, they can't touch him. That's why I put him at center, because he didn't like contact. And then by 12U, he's like, Dad, I hate football. I was like, you've hated football. I just was able to protect you. Nobody could touch you. Never saw the field of defense. At 14U, he said, I ain't playing. I said, I don't blame you. You're not very good. But we lie to people. We tell them, then we can't be real anymore. The problem is you got to find somebody that's going to be real with you. I found that mentor, and he taught me how to be successful because he was real with me. So I didn't stop dialing until I had 16 appointments, 8 and 8. Now, I ran a bunch of mortgage leads. Now it's final expense, internet, Google, whatever other types of leads are out there. There's hundreds of them out there. But you want now to be if you're running face-to-face, no less than 10 appointments a day. And you should be done dialing by lunch. I have to put a lunch in here because, again, we're back to the soft crowd. And if I don't have a lunch in there and it's just straight work all day, somebody in the crowd would say something stupid like, hey, when do we take a lunch? And it would really be weird because y'all are trying to be successful, right? Okay. You'll eat when you need to eat. You can eat at your day. Hey, you know what's crazy? You can actually eat and dial the phone at the same time. No shit. So my goal was to be done dialing at 2:30 so I could start recruiting because I didn't want to be selling forever because if I got hurt, the production would stop. If the production stopped, the income stops. So you want to make a bunch of money? Learn how to sell life insurance. But if you want to get rich, learn how to teach people how to sell life insurance. That's how you get rich. Go home when you're done. I have 6 o'clock on here because it'd be weird if you're not done by 6. It means you're just not working. If you get to the office at 7:30 and you're not done all that at 6, you're wasting time doing something. And we do that a lot. Tuesday and Wednesday is full day of appointments, 8:30 to 8:30. Well, the first appointment's at 8:30, so you leave the house by 7. Last appointment's at 8:30, so you get home about 10. No shows, I'm door knocking. In between appointments, I'm talking to agents. I'm on social media. I'm reaching out to people. I'm just doing stuff, activity. Thursday's pretty much the same as Tuesday, as Monday. I'm in the office at 7:30 dialing. I'm done by noon. If not, I'm still dialing. Then I'm recruiting till I get 10. Then I go home. Friday's the same thing as Tuesday and Wednesday, except anybody married in here have a significant other? Do they tell you work too much ever? Okay, put a date night on the calendar and I'll stop. Seriously, week in and week out, it doesn't change. Every Friday is their night. Because they need to feel like, and I get it because most, like y'all come to these events, right? You guys probably read books and listen to audios, right? Your spouses don't. So their mindset's not like yours, and we expect them to think the way we think, but they're not getting taught what we're getting taught. Their Facebook page exists of losers and people that complain and excuse makers and people that want stuff for free. Our Facebook audience exists of people that want to win and don't take no for an answer. It's two very different crowds. You can't just bash them together. So you have to slowly bring them over. So put date night on there, it works. Saturday's full day of appointments. When I get done working on Saturday, we would do family time. I'm not one of those weird parents that put my kids to bed at 7. I'm just saying. We were talking earlier. Luke and I were talking. I'm like, dude, you don't need more than 5 hours sleep a night. Like, who sleeps more than 5 hours? You don't have to raise your hand because I'll laugh at you. But you don't need more than 5 hours sleep. If you're telling the doctors say that, okay, I make 10 times more than doctors make. And I'm healthy, by the way. Like everybody thought, I went because I'm a little chubby, but I had some injuries. I'm just pleasantly plump. But I had all this blood work done because when you start making real money, you're like, hell, I don't want to die now. It's just getting fun. So I got all this blood work done, and I got all these green marks, which means I'm good. So, you can't tell me that I need 8 hours of sleep because I never got it. I haven't gotten 8 hours of sleep a night in 17 years. Last night, I didn't even go to bed. Now, that was not like my allergies are bad. I couldn't breathe. I laid down. I get pissed off. So I'm like, I'm just getting up. I can't do this. So I just start working. I'm on social media. I'm sending out messages, scheduled messages. But I'm fired up, and it's whatever time it is. And I won't go to bed till tonight. I'm not going to die. I'm good. And then if you earned your right to take a day off, that's Sunday. Take your day off. If you didn't hit your goal, you haven't earned a right. You should work sometimes 14, 21 days in a row. It won't kill you, I promise. 32 appointments a week, you 100% will hit Hall of Fame. If I'm in First Life, Hall of Fame is $400,000 in a year. That's $33,000, $34,000 a month. And then you'll build a massive agency if you recruit 10 people every dial day and in between appointments. The ultimate goal is to sell your business to Integrity. I don't know if you all know who they are, but you should check them out. They're a $17 billion company that is acquiring agencies like crazy. And if you actually own your business, which very few of people do, but if you actually own yours, you can sell it to them. And they'll give you a multiple on your EBITDA and a bunch of stock. Number 2 is your lead flow. Leads have to be consistent or you're going to fail. They have to be consistent or you're going to fail. What I like to do is have them automated. So they always came in and week out. So I didn't have to think about it. They were just there when I got to the office. I'd print them out and I'd start dialing. But it's like people want to buy a batch of leads and then they want to call them until they've squeezed every ounce of blood out of that turn. I'm going people that didn't pick up last week probably aren't going to pick up this week. But if you're wasting time calling people that didn't pick up last week, you're missing out on people that would pick up this week. Why are we doing this? Why? You know why? Because we're cheap. Cheap looks good on nobody. So every week I spend $1,200 to $1,500 a week. And guys, listen, there's going to be a lot of people that y'all see in this business and talk to that go, you don't need leads. I'm not that guy. I'm the wrong one. I needed leads. I liked leads. You know why? Because everything was very consistent when I had leads. And I only know how I did it. This is how I did it. Facebook leads, internet leads, mailers, there's YouTube leads, there's live transfers, there's millions. Just get leads. Just get leads. You can give me the damn phone book, I'll set 20 appointments in 2 hours. And if you don't believe me, I'll bet you $25,000 we'll go sit outside after this. A lead is a lead is a lead. It's not the lead. Y'all have agents that complain about leads? It's not the lead, it's you. It's your mindset, it's your attitude. When you have a good attitude, people want to do business with you. Third thing is your phone script. I think I was personally mentored by the best person ever to be on the phones. I watched him call leads after lead after lead after lead, and people pick up and just go, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. How are you, what are you doing, bro? Jedi mind messing with these people, and they're just saying yes. He's like, I got a good attitude, bro. They're all going to say yes. It'd be weird if they didn't. They asked for my help. It's like you order a pizza. The guy comes to the door with the pizza. You answer the door, you go, I don't want the pizza. What? You just ordered a pizza. People fill out leads, they want your help. So if they don't set an appointment with you, it's weird. Track your dials, be assumptive, don't prejudge your leads, expect great results, get your mind right before you start dialing, talk to yourself, it works. You have to set it in motion by saying it over and over and over and over and over again. As you can tell, I'm not the smartest. It took me like 10 seconds to calculate 45 minus 12. But my kids think I'm the smartest guy in the world. And most of the people I know think I'm smarter than everybody they know. You know why? Because I tell them all the time I'm the smartest guy you know. And they believe me. It's scary how much they believe me, because they'll ask me some stuff and I'll be like, oh shit. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. But I've told myself that so much that y'all think I'm pretty smart. I'm actually pretty good at playing dumb. How about that? I got a 1,400 on my SATs. I'm not an idiot, but I'm not a genius either. I have more street sense than book sense, okay? Don't stop dying until you set all your appointments. Get coaching from somebody that you trust that is better than you. If you don't take criticism well, you're gonna fail. Don't be one of those people. It's weird. I just had a guy quit like last week. It was so embarrassing. He's like, I'm not doing this, I'm not getting this. I said, bro, just stop. You don't work. You work like 20 hours a week. Can we just stop pretending that this doesn't work? And dude, you don't work. And he goes, way to make me feel good. I'm like, it's not my job to make you feel good. I'm not that guy. Look at your bank account. That should make you feel good or bad. And if you feel bad, then just go back to work. How about that? It's a real simple ball game. You shouldn't need somebody to motivate you. So find somebody that will tell you the truth, because those are the people that drive you to greatness. And if you run them off, then they're not going to be great anyway. I should have known a guy's been married like 5 times. That's my friend. I should have known right then and there. Like, dude, he runs from everything. But you know what? I'm still an idiot sometimes. All right, number 4, training. You always have to work on your mind. Grow, learn. There are people that are very good at this. Things are constantly changing. This is our schedule. FFL has free training everywhere. Y'all can jump on it. Nobody's gonna attack you. Nobody's gonna ask you anything. Jump on it. I mean, it's free. When I started in the business, I spent probably, I don't know, $500 to $750 a month on training for me to make the company money. Like, how smart were they? Or how scandalous were they? That's a better question. They would charge me to make them, and I was in a 50% contract. It's cute. But you have to protect your mindset. Whatever the training is, get on it. Because it's probably, now if your company has people training that's actually winning, listen to it. If they don't, if it's the same people that have been training for the last 10 years, I promise you, they're not very good at what they do. Because if they were, there'd be other people that were better than them at this point. What I tell you when I first started, 500 grand now wouldn't be in the top 10. You know why? We've trained agents to be better than we are. That's the goal always. Like, you want your kids to be more successful or less successful than you? More. We want our agents to be more successful than we are. So then when they get that way, they should be training, not me. So find a company that trains with people that are actually doing it. Remove your emotions. The numbers can't beat you. You can't beat the numbers. If you work your ass off, massive activity will cover up any flaw you have. A fear of losing money will prevent you from winning money. You ever play blackjack with somebody that counts their chips every single hand? Get up and leave, because they'll screw the whole table up. Just play. Play to win. Play as if you can't lose. How about that? When it becomes about the clients and the agents and not about yourself, it's a wrap. This thing will take off like a rocket. But you can only do that when you're writing at a high level and you're producing at a high level and your activity is at a high level. Because I don't care if you go out and write, because I don't need your override. I don't need it at all. In fact, I don't need overrides at all. Do I like them? Yes, but I don't need them. And again, mass activity will cover your flaws. Guys, this is my cell phone number. This is my Instagram. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to help you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for your time.
Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there. Hey, I'm back with another interview, man. Special guest today, a tech wizard today. Okay, my buddy, Mr. Corey Bell from Lead Client CRM. What's up, Corey?
How you doing, Cody? Doing fantastic.
Yeah, man, I'm doing awesome, brother. Appreciate you asking. So I would love for them, because you've got a